Generally, it is advised to do most of your grocery shopping on the perimeter of the store, but for those times when you do venture into the interior aisles, learn to label read for your own health. Many products seem to be marketed in an effort to confuse the consumer. Often, the nutrient claims focus on one element only, whether it be positive or negative. For example, source of fiber, source of iron, low sodium, etc. Products look and sound healthier and more appealing than they might really be. Sometimes they even picture items that don't actually appear in the ingredient list. Regarding labels, there are two things to look at: the nutritional fact table and the ingredients label. Admittedly, it is all a little complex and confusing and constantly being revised. On the nutritional fact table, pay attention to the serving size. Sometimes you may eat more than what is considered to be one serving, and your calculation should reflect this. Fat and calories are for a single serving, and the number of calories tells you how much energy you'll get from that portion. Total fat is from all types of fat in the product. You'll want a large gap between the total calories and the calories coming from fat. Dietary fiber is a good thing, and you'll want at least 20 to 35 grams or more per day. Sugar indicates the simple sugar in the product. If the sugar is greater than 10% of the total amount of carbs, then the product is high in sugar. Watch sodium on the label when you're comparing also. A quick rule of thumb regarding the daily recommended percentages is that generally it is thought to be little if it is less than 5% and a lot if it's more than 15%. Regarding the ingredient list, the one rule is threefold. First, read them. Seems obvious, doesn't it? Second, if the list is too long, then it probably has a lot of unnatural ingredients and you would be wise to look for an alternative. Third, if you can't pronounce the ingredients, preservatives, additives, and colorings, take a pass. Present law requires major ingredients to be on the label, and they are listed in descending order by weight, so the least is indicated last. If the ingredient is less than 2% by weight, it may not even appear. Be cautious with some things which you can pronounce. Nitrates and nitrites are not considered healthy and may be carcinogenic. Multigrain means that these items may have more than one type of grain, though those might be refined. Instead, look for whole grain or 100% grain. Sugar tends to hide on labels under the name of sucrose, high fructose corn syrup, fructose, dextrose, and others, mostly ending in OSE. Newer labeling will group all the sugars together. The sugars substitute aspartame and its counterparts, along with MSG, are ingredients that should be avoided. Real doesn't necessarily mean chemical-free or unprocessed. Fresh is used if the product was not frozen or preserved, and simple may refer to a short list of ingredients, but it's not a regulated term. Products that have the precursor refined, enriched, or fortified may be too far removed from their original raw state. Enriched means that some nutrients removed and then re-added. Fortified means nutrients not natural to the product have been added. Light might mean light in taste, colors, calories, texture, or fat. Low cholesterol does not necessarily mean low fat, though it may mean a lower level of saturated fat. Salt-free may not be sodium-free. Sugar-free may mean the product has no sucrose, but it may have fructose, corn syrup, sorbitol, or dextrose. Last but not least, trans fats, indicated by the words hydrogenated and partially hydrogenated, are particularly unhealthy. Do look for the words whole and fiber, and in general, look for items closer to their natural state, which will absorb more slowly and make you feel fuller.